Hi everybody, I'm Karina Murphy from Yeaman Real Estate, and today I'm in the Marketplace Mall sitting down with Amy Carlson, who is a nutritionist and health coach and the owner of a really cool newish store, and it's called Good Guts. So I've heard about this place for a while and I've been meaning to get in and meet Amy and also learn about what she does. So here's our opportunity. Hi Amy.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for sitting down. I am really excited to hear what you do. I mean, the shop is super creative and I've heard nothing but good things.
Oh, good.
So tell us about yourself.
So I grew up in Portland. I moved away to college down in Florida at Florida Atlantic University. And I stayed down in Florida for about 12 years.
Okay.
I graduated with my nutritional biochemistry degree. I started doing outside schooling to become a naturopath, but that was kind of when naturopaths were not being licensed in certain states. So
Right.
I kind of just changed that into my own little, more natural approach to things and learning more an integrative functional medicine approach to things.
So I'm really interested in terms of how you decided how to approach this shop and what people can expect.
So in Florida, I was lucky enough to work at a whole integrative medicine place. I actually worked at two different places. One was a women's health care place, and one was kind of more almost like family practice, but they also had a functional medicine doctor, a GI doctor. They had chiropractors, acupuncturists, and when I came up here, although we have some great practitioners in the area, my functional medicine background was kind of lost here. So I wanted to do what I could without having to go back to school and get a million different degrees of acupuncture or becoming a licensed physician. I wanted to see what could I possibly do that I know that is helpful to the body and kind of branch out from there. A sauna practice is something that has been used for thousands of years. Heating the body is something that helps not only with improving the immune system, but cardiovascular health, being able to sweat things out. Most saunas are full spectrum. The one I wanted is a near infrared because of the type of things that it targets in the body. So it's actually a deeper heat. It can penetrate farther than a far infrared.
Okay.
Near infrared light, we have certain receptors on certain cells that trigger the mitochondria. If you remember that word from biology, right? We always think of them
Something
as our energy
cell
powerhouse,
Okay.
right? So they're the ones converting ATP, which is energy. Near infrared light, they specifically sense near infrared light, and it helps them process their function. What the sauna is doing is helping anybody improve anything that has to do with cell metabolism. Building a new cell or the cell dying, creating energy, anything even in DNA processing, which would be building a new cell. So in the end, the long run, the short and sweet of it is it helps function with energy and like wound healing, muscle healing, healing from your intense workout goes a lot quicker.
Your recovery. Yeah, that's what my friend Tirza, who comes here often and was the one that encouraged me to come and meet you. She says that the sauna has been so amazing for her because she is a big, she runs and she works out all the time, and she's really never felt better. Yeah.
Other things that helps with is detoxing of the cell, right? So through whatever type of lifestyle or certain things that are going on with people, autoimmune disorders, recovering with cancer, or even going through chemotherapy or radiation, Lyme disease, if your detoxification system gets a little sludgy or slow, this is really helpful for it.
And how do people sign up for it?
You can go right online, goodgutswellness.com.
All right.
I usually let everybody try it free for the first time. I let you be in about 15 minutes. Of course I have to know kind of any medications or things that are happening, right, just to be safe.
And I suppose you should be ready with a glass of water afterwards, right?
I've got plenty of water ready afterwards, and I actually use a little trace minerals in it just to help as like a natural electrolyte to help with some of the sweat and sodium loss during sweating. So one of the other practices I have is yoni steaming, vagina steaming, vaginal steaming. That is a really old practice that has been going on for a very long time, just in different parts of the world. It's much more common in Asia and South America,
Right.
and in Africa. The main thing that it does is it stimulates a channel in your body, the REN channel, and it's what it's called in acupuncture. But that helps turn your parasympathetic nervous system on. That's your rest and relaxed nervous system. Okay, your other one is like the get up and go, right? So it's activating that. But I use certain herbs, certain hydrosols that actually encourage a healthy pH environment to grow healthy bacteria that the vagina is supposed to hold. So I'm all about bacteria. That's one of my main focuses, is to help people have the right bacteria going. That we're so anti-bacteria, right, in this country. And
the word's almost like a swear word.
Yes.
But there's good bacteria and
there's good bacteria and there's bad bacteria.
Right.
I have mothers that recently give birth that come right after that just love sitting there, and it's steady enough where you sit there, you relax, you're covered, I don't ever see you. But you get to relax, and a lot of them will bring in their baby and breastfeed at the same time and stuff. It's just a really nice practice. And most of them don't want to leave. So.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that you're bringing these unique things into our area.
What's interesting is a lot of college kids know about it, and I guess it's because there's certain celebrities that do it quite often.
And they probably post about it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, exactly. So, but I just think it's cool that they know, and then I kind of get into the science behind it, and they become even more intrigued, So it's pretty neat.
And finally, the other part of your business is actually advising people and coaching people in terms of if they're having discomfort or, in their guts.
Yes.
And so you spend time with clients helping them work that out.
I do. So gut healing is a passion of mine. I never thought I would be so much into bacteria and how you poop, but
it's important.
It really is. Gut healing is huge. We're in a nation where unfortunately we've all become confused on what to eat, right? Because we have so many marketed foods out there that really aren't helpful to us and don't keep our bacteria alive and well. So it's just really cool to sit down and talk with people about what I'm passionate about and getting to the bottom of some of their GI issues.
And some of the misinformation that's out there about certain foods. One thing I noticed immediately when I hopped onto your website, or it might have been your Facebook page, you had this post of this beautiful piece of lean meat with like grass-fed butter melting on it, and I was like, this is my woman.
Yes. With me being so obsessed about bacteria led me into like the evolution process of our human species, and how bacteria evolved inside of us, and how that evolved us, and what foods were available to us, how that evolved our brain growth, and fat being a huge part of that, right? So we went through the non-fat. Everyone stay away from fat craze in the 80s, 90s, and then we all became insulin resistant, and right, and then we're all eating more and more sugar that grow different types of bad bacteria and stuff. So the main thing we have to get back to is eating that whole food type of diet, and what's available seasonally, right? So that's a big passion of mine too, is seasonally what would be available up here is what's going to help keep us alive.
And you have a pretty cool event happening tonight, although this might be something that people see tomorrow, so you might miss it, but at least you'll know to keep an eye out for it in the future. But you've kind of teamed up with a few different businesses in the area.
Yeah, I'm teaming up with some farmers and hosting a farm-to-table dinner. Here, we're not really a factory type economy, right? We're farmers. We have great land for farming. It's a crucial part of central New York, and anything I can do to promote what their mission is, what they're doing, this is their passion, their livelihood, and they have such a deep relationship with what they're doing, the earth, the animals, and everything, and anything I can do to kind of promote that. So
And as a consumer, we've really lost a lot of our
yeah.
connection to where our
Yeah.
food comes from. So
we really have.
you're doing a service for the farmers and for our community.
Yeah,
And
yeah, and most people do want to buy
Right.
from farms, they just don't want to run around to all these different farms, right? So we have the local food market in town, which,
Mhm.
that was part of her mission in the beginning. But I want to just bring more to people together and be like, look, these 4 farms can feed these 40 people this evening, but they could feed so many more, so we don't have to deal with, these huge farming, conventional farm lots that people think of as unhealthy. We can really tap into these family farmers that are a little bit smaller,
Yeah.
but can certainly feed a community like ours. See how it goes. I'm
Yeah.
hosting it at Harry Tony's. Tony was really into the idea
Great,
as well,
great.
so
Good.
he said, have at it. So that's what I'm doing.
Is it in the basement?
It's in the
Okay,
basement,
and
yep.
do we still have tickets available?
We
at this
don't.
point?
They sold
Okay,
out pretty
they sold
quickly,
out.
which is
Good.
awesome. But I would love to do this once a season. That's
Okay.
my dream and my vision, to do it once a season and just have different farmers come and talk about a little bit about their passion, their farming methods, and how they got into it. So
Great.
yeah.
You were living in Florida for 12 years.
Yep.
And then you decided to return to this area. So
Yeah.
I'm really curious about that.
So I grew up here and thought I should get out and explore more, and I did, and it was fun. But my family was still here, and I have a really awesome family. They're really supportive, and my sister was having children, and I found myself flying home for something all the time.
Yeah.
For me, it was enjoy your family while they're still healthy and
Yeah.
having fun, and my parents are a great time and still young and healthy. So, instead of having to move back home to take care of them or something like that, I thought, why not return? And I got back here and just was surprised with, one, the amount of people that were still living in Portland that I knew. I thought that was awesome, and
Yeah.
just kind of fell back in love with this town again.
Yeah.
How small it was, how intertwined it was, and sometimes that was probably the reason of me leaving, right? That was small and everybody knows everybody, but now I love it. I see it as an advantage,
Yeah.
and it's a really great community.
Well, we're happy you're back.
Thanks,
For
yeah,
sure.
it's
And I'm wishing you tons of luck tonight.
Thank you. So I've
Yeah.
had little talks before where I've fed people and such, but that was 15, 20 people. It wasn't
Yeah.
40, 45. So
Excellent. Well,
yeah.
Can't wait to hear how it goes, because
Thanks.
unfortunately I didn't get in there to get a ticket.
I know.
But I'm sure Tears Up will tell me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and I'll be posting pictures and just a little review of how it went. So
Great.
get us excited for the next one.
Thank you so much for taking
Thank
time
you.
with me
Thanks.
today. It's
This is
such
fun.
a pleasure to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Thanks.